Tomorrow will be 1 month since the fire started at the Boyle Heights food warehouse. The much talked about rotting food waste inside is now on the move. We've learned some of it will be headed to a landfill in Corona.
And we have team coverage tonight, beginning with CBS LA's Zach Boetto. He's showing us how that move was approved.
It's been exactly 2 weeks since trucks full of rotting food waste from the destroyed Lineage warehouse in Boyle Heights began delivering and dumping it in the El Sobrante landfill.
For the most part lately, I haven't smelled it. About a week ago, I got a good whiff of the landfill.
The move to bring the waste here required the Riverside County Department of Environmental Health to sign an emergency waiver.
It's food waste, so it's nothing that is abnormal. It's something that can be disposed of on a regular basis. It's just a high volume due to that fire, so it needs to be removed and disposed of properly.
The county says the waiver request met its requirements. One requirement, Governor Gavin Newsom activating a state of emergency. That waiver giving Waste Management, which operates the landfill, the ability to exceed maximum tonnage on both a daily and weekly basis and exceed outgoing vehicle per day limits until September 30th.
Since all those parameters were met and there wasn't any other concerns or any other safety measures that had come up, that we would approve the waiver.
Rodney Humphrey, who lives south of the landfill, and others who live nearby say as long as the extra trucks and waste are managed properly, they won't have a problem, but they will speak up if the smell gets out of hand.
If it has to happen, then they really need to be diligent about making sure things are covered up and controlling that odor.
Riverside County officials here unable to get us the exact amount of waste coming from Lineage Warehouse since that waiver was signed on July 2nd. That waiver expires September 30th. Reporting in Corona, Zach Boetto, CBS LA.
And our team coverage continues now with a look at the problematic history of the landfill accepting all this rotting food.
CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk. And Mike, regulators have cited the landfill more than a dozen times in 2 years.
Yeah, we just heard back from the AQMD one and Pat, and 15 times since 2024, this landfill has been cited by the Air Quality Management District, and that is just AQMD. Regulators in Riverside County have also cited them a number of times, and it's for issues like this. You've heard me talk about this before, leachate. Leachate is something that comes up from underground when the temperature underneath the surface here boils up to higher than 170 degrees Fahrenheit, something, by the way, that is not an acceptable standard under AQMD's regulatory obligations here. Now, when this happens, it creates this mess that then siphons up out of the ground and creates this leachate that can release that terrible smell. This right here is actually when they were notified about a methane cloud that was hovering over the top of this landfill. These are photos from when they cleaned it up. Now, a lot of these violations that have had by either the Riverside County or AQMD have been rectified by the landfill itself, but AQMD tonight acknowledges that the subsurface temperatures there are still in exceedance of that 170 degrees Fahrenheit, which again is the regulatory issue. They have entered into an agreement and a notice of corrective action by the AQMD board. We also know that there have been carbon dioxide emissions that are higher than acceptable standards as well floating around in that air. That's ultimately what led some people to question whether or not this was actually a good idea to be bringing in these millions of pounds, potentially millions of pounds of food from the Boyle Heights warehouse all the way to this landfill in Corona. Now, you've heard me talk about leachate before. It was a very, very prominent issue at the Chiquita Canyon landfill up in Santa Clarita. This appears to be a little bit different of an issue. It seems like when they get these notices of violations, sometimes they're able to correct them in a timely manner. Lots of regulatory oversight specifically on this landfill. And we should note that the permit that they got to take in this Boyle Heights food very specifically says they are not allowed to dump any of that food on this area that is dealing with these subsurface temperatures that are extremely high. It's got to be put on a different area of the landfill. I also want to point out, nobody's been very forthcoming with us about where this food from the Boyle Heights warehouse is going. We reached out to Lineage last night to confirm that it was going to this landfill. They never got back to us. Waste Management, who is taking in this waste at the landfill, referred us to another company. It wasn't until we were able to pull those documents, those permits, that we were able to finally get confirmation that it was actually coming from the Boyle Heights area. So we're going to continue to monitor this. We know that regulators are as well. But again, according to the AQMD, they have cited this landfill 15 times since 2024 for various regulation violations, guys.
We know you'll stay on top of it, Mike. Thank you.